This video was made by Taoping Airlines Math Industry. We hope you enjoy this video and have a wonderful learning experience. Hi, Taoping Airlines Math Industry here, and we're going to be looking at graphing with slopes. So we're going to have some points on a graph so they can make a line on this graph right here. A line which is called a slope. And when you hear the word slope, you might think like this, or you might think this. Well, that is one way to put it, because that game is actually called Slope. You saw in the video. So with this math, the idea is we're going to solve for y, because this is the rule for something, and we got to solve for y and plot out, is the slope going to be steep, low, or is it going to be like so? What we're supposed to be doing is we're gonna choose the value for x. That means x can be anything you want. With this math lesson, you can choose whatever number x should be. Like, it could be in your own opinion. It could be like 1, 2, 7, 4, pretty much anything you can imagine. So let's be creative. Type in the comments below what you think x should be in this problem. Well, let's say x is going to equal 1. So now we write this problem on a separate piece of paper to get y. Say, if x is 1, what is going to be y? We've written the rule right here. So if 1 is x, 9 multiplied by 1 is just 9. 3y equals 9 minus 15. So, we want to do 9 minus 15. That'll bring us to just negative 6. So 3y. So 3y, we gotta isolate the 3 and the y. They must social distance. Like here's 3, here's y. They have to be apart from each other. So 3, divide that by negative 6. That will be negative 2. So now we're saying if x equals 1, then y is going to equal negative 2. So if x equals 1, because x is going to be the x-axis, which is the horizontal line, and the vertical line is going to be y, which is negative 2. We can write that as a point. So if x is 1, then y is going to be negative 2. So here's 1, here's x, y is going to be negative 2, right here. We don't see a slope or we don't see a line yet because we only found one solution. We need to find at least 2 more. So, on the next one, what do you think x should be? Type in the comments below. Let's say x is 0, for example. 0 is an easy number to work with. Okay, so we written the rule right here. So 9 times 0 is just 0. Anything multiplied by 0 is going to be 0. So the thing is, now we have y equals 0 minus 15. If we do 3y and divide 3 by negative 5, because negative 15, because that and that, a negative multiplied by a positive is going to be a negative, so it's going to be negative 5. If negative 15 and divide by positive 3, that will be negative 5. So now we're saying, if x was 0, then y is going to equal negative 5. 0, negative 5. So, you get what we're doing here? We can choose anything we want for 0. so we can get y. We can solve to see what y is. Then we can graph it to make a line. So we have two plots, or 2 points. We need one more piece of evidence, because it can be a line, but we need to prove this is a line. So, what do you think x should be in the next one? So, I'm going to see if we can say x equals 2. What was your number in the comments? So, if we write that on a separate piece of paper to see what we get for y, we have 3y equals 9 multiplied by 2, because 2 is inserted x. We were saying, what if x equals 2? So now 2 represents x in this equation, in this expression, minus 15. So 9 times 2, that would be 18. So now we have 3y equals 18 minus 15. 18 minus 15 is just 3. So here's 3y. And if we both divide both sides by 3 to isolate the y, because y has the COVID virus and 3 has the social distance, we are going to say 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So, if x was 2, y would be 1. If x was 2, y would be 1. So right here. Nice, we have 3 dots line, like a line. So we can get a ruler and we can make a slope. And yahoo! We got one! So here's the ruler. I'm going to try and make a line to make the slope. Nice! If you use a ruler, you would get a really clean line on a graph. And these points do align. So yes, we did it! This equation represents this line, also known as a slope. So what we did is, we had the rule, we get to choose whatever x should be. Then, if we insert that number into x, and do the problem, we get what y is going to be. Then, we can graph that on a point, and we get this slope right here. Thank you for watching Taoping Airlines Math Industry. Like and subscribe. This unit gives you a lot of freedom. Taoping Airlines, mission out.